My name's Guy Kestevan. I've been a professional mountain bike and kit tester for almost 28 years, and inevitably that involves a lot of workshop time. So you've probably already seen me using this Pro Mechanic HD workstand from FeedbackSports, which is basically where that company started, and you'll have seen me using this book of really comprehensive sort of home workshop pro quality tool set that's hanging off it here. But recently they've also introduced some sort of add-ons to that essential kit in the form of pliers, torque wrenches, mini pack torque wrenches, and a new chain tool. So, just have a little bit of a tool time and talk you through the details on those. But before we start that, please just go click on that subscribe button down in the bottom corner. Makes a massive difference. It'll take about 2 seconds of your time. That's all you need to do. And if you really like what I'm doing here, then please consider supporting me on Patreon, like the guys whose names will be scrolling up at the end. So, starting off with the new pliers range, you've got these mini needle nose pliers, nice small size, don't get in the way too much, but a decent long neb on them. And you've also got a little sort of cutter crimper function in the middle there, hardened steel jaws, and this kind of easy grip file tread eco rubbery plastic handle on there as well, and in that red and black feedback colourway. Same handles on these little mini diagonal cutters, just really useful for sort of zip ties, any other trimming stuff. And I have to say, really good if you've got properly horrible toenails. I was using these this morning, so you probably didn't need to know that. Hopefully you weren't watching this while you're having your dinner. And just really nice little light action spring in there to keep them dead handy to use. And then you've got these mini adjustable pliers. Again, push function, go all the way out to 35mm. So they'll do anything up to a Fox 36 fork in terms of top cap on there. Again, nice non-slip handles, 180mm, 7-inch, and with the feedback logo on them. Well, so, decent quality tools. I would say they are more expensive than brand name tools like Park on these cutters, and that, obviously similarities to Nipex multipliers, and they're actually more expensive than the Nipex, but great quality, and they go together nicely as a matching set. Then we've got this really nice range click. I should just move those out of the way so you can see properly. Range click torque wrench. So, and again, useful range of adjustment from 2 all the way up to 14 Newton meters. Then on the back side, you can see it's marked in odds. Just simple twist function to adjust that torque setting on the head there. And then you've got full range of hex and T-bits. And you've got some extender bits as well. Neat magnetic fit. And again, nice FeedbackSports red anodized finish to match your work stand. So that's a proper, nice, really nice. And what I really like about these FeedbackSports is just kind of really nice, heavy quality to them. Again, you can go properly off the deep end with super precision stuff, but I'll leave that to Dave Rome. I think he's the internet's resident bike tool fiend. And then this is just an update on their existing chain tool, again brought up to date with this new sort of ergonomic, soft yet grippy handle. Really nice smooth action on it. You've got adjustable far side pin, obviously that holds the chain in place as you're driving the pin through, so it'll work with all widths of chain right through to 13 speed. And hidden in the way in the base here, you've got a spare driver pin. So like I say, you do already get a chain tool in that big tool book, but that's a nice update to it. Just brings it in line with the rest of the range. And then this I kind of feel guilty about. So I actually review it for Bike Perfect. And because it's expensive, because they kind of It's a lovely little kit, but it kind of, almost on the website, almost sounds like it's a mini tool, which obviously it's not, because it is just a torque driver. It's fixed at 5 Newton meters. It takes about 10, 12 goes to get that 5 Newton meter barrel actually calibrated. Starts off a bit too stiff, but that's pretty much common with all the tools. All these sort of preset torque wrenches. It's always best to use them probably 10, 20 times just to make sure you kind of break them in almost, and get it so it's actually reading correctly. Don't assume that it's going to be 5 Newton meters out the box, because you might end up damaging your components, which, to be honest, I didn't know about when I started testing this. So it's all been a bit of an education to me. And again, thanks to Dave Rome for giving me a heads up on that. But as you can see, really nice modular construction. So you could have it as an inline, you can have it as a T-bar for maximum leverage. You can even pull one end off and have super leverage on it if you want, or if you need to get it into a difficult spot. Or again, it's just a really nice thing, and because it's got such a lovely weight to it, it's a really weighty piece, and just the magnets just make it really nice to sort of fit together. I mean, the actual ratchet itself, it's slightly on the baggy side. There's a little bit of free movement there. And again, I kind of slagged it off a bit in the initial review for that, because of that feature. But since then, I've used it daily now for over a year, and I absolutely love it. You've got a little magnetic bar on the side of the work stand, and it just lives on there permanently, and it genuinely brings a little bit of joy to my day every time I get to use it. And it does come in this handy little pouch, so if you did want to take it out and about with you, then it's nicely protected in that pouch, protected from digging into you, and protected from losing the bits. And you've even got a belt loop on there as well, if you want to look a bit MacGyver about it. And again, comes with a range of all the most popular sizes in terms of, there you go, that's a classic move. Put the T25 in the 4mm and the 4mm in the T25. But yeah, you've got 2 through to 6mm hex, T10, T25, T30, SL3, so a little screwdriver on the end as well. So there you go. Quite expensive compared to some tools on the market, but a really, really nice, realistic quality, and without that kind of Abbey Tools pricing insanity. Or I'm sure people are going to contact me straight away and go, oh, there's things far better than Abbey Tools. And like I say, go on Escape Collective, read Dave Rome's stuff on tools if you really want an education and possibly an addiction forming with super quality tools. But for most people, even in a heavy use workshop, this FeedbackSports stuff is going to be absolutely great, and it's really well warranted as well. So they've got your back for a long time. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you're a little bit neurospicy, this is just an absolute fidget spinner pleasure. So there you go. FeedbackSports compact tool range. Nice tools from nice people, so you can have a nice time when you're fixing your bike. Oh, and thanks to Brant and Ed for the lovely jumper. Yorkshire wool, knitted in Scotland from Hebtro Co. Perfect if you haven't bothered to switch the heating on in your workshop yet.